Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Jade Empire. Last episode, we discovered that the entire school was destroyed, except maybe one person and a couple villagers who may have survived, I don't know. And unfortunately, Master Li was taken. Now we've tried to follow, but we could only make it so far to Tien's Landing, or near Tien's Landing, which is where we are now. We crashed, so our plane is destroyed. We have to find a new glider, and we have to find a wind map so we don't crash again. We also got a vision telling us that another piece of our amulet is somewhere nearby. Aside from that, there's spirits around here, bandits, and the Lotus Assassins are investigating the ruins near this place, so we need to investigate. For now, let's go to Tien's Landing. We were told we can make a camp outside.
There you are. I'm sorry, I didn't want to wait back there any longer. I don't think anything will hurt the flyer. It's plenty hurt already. I found this gem in the wreckage. I'm not sure what it was attached to, but I'm sure you can use it for something.
Huh, maybe.
Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again.
Unless you need me, I will stay here at this new camp. It seems safe enough, and it may as well serve as a base for us.
I may take you with me. Good fortune. Well, let's investigate. Ooh! We can see the whole town. Campsite, sure. Seamstress Land, Hui the Brave, Tea House, Boathouse, Old Masters, Minister Shang, Merchant Chung, Forest, Merchant Area, Scholar 6 Heavens, Darting Links, Beggar's Pier, Ruse Barge. Quite a bit to investigate. But anyway. We have Good Fortune. Master gambler Wu Pin was a scourge of betting houses across the Empire. Rumor has it that one would never know he was a peasant until it was too late, because he would always lose every single game until the very end, when he would reach into his pocket and finger his lucky gem, which would bolster his intuition and bring him victory in the final and most expensive gamble. Mind and Spirit. I think that's worth it to take. Instead of this. Boom. Good Fortune, Gentle Persuasion, and an Inferior Warrior Gem. Alright. Anything in this chest? Alright. Let's take a look here.
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
She's right, Zhu. More killing won't bring our friends back.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
That may be true, but we'll do what we can.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li.
I can understand that. I have some general questions.
I will answer what I can.
What should I concentrate on doing?
Zhu made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map, and we need a flyer. The longer we take, the farther away Master Li gets.
What do you think of this place?
I do not like the area around this place, around Tien's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful.
Don't worry. Be strong.
I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li.
It'll be okay. We'll save him.
Yes, of course. I am glad you are strong in the face of all the death and destruction we've seen.
Alright.
No!
Okay. That's all
You
for
will-
Dawnstar. Now how about Zoo? Hold on. Let me swap.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
So can I speak with you now? I can.
Yes? Is there something you want?
I have questions about you and the Lotus Assassins.
I can assure you that I no longer share an allegiance with them. It was a short dalliance that ended on poor terms.
Why did you leave them?
I won't discuss that. Perhaps I will say more when I know your motives better, but for now my past is my own.
As you wish. I am supposed to accept that answer.
I wouldn't have much respect for you if you did. But it is all that I'm going to offer right now. I'm not concealing anything that will harm you or your cause. You and Dawnstar have my full support. But my past is my own affair.
Very well, for now. What do you think about our current situation?
I won't get in your way if you don't get in mine. I have nothing more to say about where we are.
Okay, I have questions about our enemy.
Our enemy? The sure sign of an effective fighter is that he has many enemies. Which are you most curious about?
Tell me about Gal the Greater.
A small man. He bears a grudge against the world because his wealth cannot buy him the status he wants. At least that is my estimation of him. If we encounter him in his holdings near Tien's Landing, I doubt he will be very welcoming. Not after he learns the fate of his son.
Most likely. Tell me about Death's Hand and the Lotus Assassins.
There is little to tell that would affect you now. The assassins are fanatically loyal to Death's Hand, and he uses that influence to do as he wishes. He also controls the Imperial Army, but they are no longer in his favor, it seems. Mere guards in comparison to the assassins. Death's Hand was just beginning his rise to power when I left the Lotus Assassins. I do not know much more about him.
I want to know about the Emperor.
You name the Emperor among your personal foils. You have a grand opinion of yourself. Don't be so quick to link Sun High to the destruction you have seen. Death's Hand may still answer to him, but it is a long leap from that to assuming the Emperor approves of what the Lotus Assassins have done.
That's arguable. It seems to me that either he approves or he has lost power.
Both of those possibilities will be hard for people to swallow. The Emperor is the Emperor. He is above weakness or viciousness. To question that is to question the nature of the Jade Empire, and not many people are willing to do that.
Why not?
The Emperor is the foundation upon which we build. If he is weakened, we all fall.
I suppose it makes sense. Other questions? No. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, then.
We will speak more in the future. Dawnstar, I think you could use some time. Some time to yourself. Well, maybe not yourself, but it'll be some time we can spend together. Time to think. Oh, no. Oh no, that's... okay. Just a little exploration around here. Alright, well, we've had our camp and... ah, here we are. Let's go into Tien's Landing and investigate. See what we can see. Little graves, I suppose. Oh. Stranger, forgive me for being so forward, but if you are wise, you will turn around and leave this cursed and miserable town.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Hush, daughter. You must treat strangers with respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet. Who are you? I am Yi Fong, a simple villager. I have lived all my life here in Tien's Landing, but now I must take my daughter and venture out to the wilderness.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Though impulsive, my daughter Fuyao speaks truly. The great dam downriver has opened. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. The people are starving, and pirates terrorize the town. Our leader, Minister Shang, seems powerless to do anything. So we choose to try our luck in the wilderness. Don't leave. Perhaps I can save the town? A noble sentiment, but one I respectfully fear will do little to help us. You don't know the whole story. Minister Shang would probably pay someone to close the dam, but nobody is brave enough to make the journey. There are dark things up there. Some claim it is ghosts trying to torment us. Some think it is pirates. I don't know. All I know is that there seems to be no way to get the Great Dam closed again. Do you think things will be any better if you leave town? I have heard of the dangers, wild animals and worse men, pirates and slavers who swoop down in their flyers on unwary travelers.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
I have never heard of Gao the Greater, but pirates have terrorized this region for many weeks. Anyone wandering the wilderness knows they risk being caught by those slavers. Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, it's better than sitting in Tien's Landing waiting to die. Why did the Great Dam open? I don't know. Minister Shang doesn't know. Nobody knows. But the town is dying, and I would rather try my luck out in the wilderness than stay here. If the dam is open, why is the river so low? The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, the water backed up and drained very slowly, causing the level of the river to rise. Now that it is open, the water is flowing too fast and low, and it flows at all. Most ships cannot weather it. The town is cut off. That is why we are leaving. Can you tell me more about the pirates? I haven't seen any myself, but they are there. I have friends who have seen them, and others have disappeared. It is more than mere rumors. That's why I've chosen to take Fuyao to the wilderness. At least there we'll have a fighting chance. Where is Fuyao's father? Life in a small town on the edge of the Empire can be hard, and many people die untimely deaths. What more needs to be said on the subject? The survivors must carry on as best they can. Now Fuyao and I should be on our way. If we must brave the wilderness, I would rather do it with the sun still in the sky. I will let you be on your way. Farewell, honored traveler. If you must enter Tien's Landing, speak with Minister Shang in the town square. But a better plan would be to get away while you can. Best of luck. And I see what they mean. If that's supposed to be the river, that is a very tiny stream. I can see... I guess those buildings were supposed to be standing up in the river. Oh boy. Looking at the map here... Yeah, I can see... If that's supposed to be the boathouse, yeah, you can see where the docks and everything were supposed to be. But there isn't anything. Alright. Oh, we have a location. Okay, here's something.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
I think it may. Leave her alone or you'll answer to me.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
Yeah, good luck for that.
Longsword.
There you go. There go you. One more.
You cannot compare.
And down you go.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
Huh.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
You two know each other?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Who was this child?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Where is this child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for.
Waiting for?
As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name?
I trained under Master Li of Two Rivers.
I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
He really planned for that far away. Jeez. This is too convenient. Master Li could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The glorious strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted enough to be contacted after Dirge fell. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
He did what?
The Water Dragon. The Shepherd of the Dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant.
Celestial bureaucracy.
Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the Water Dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the Earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
Oh dear. the Emperor destroyed my people to take the Water Dragon's power.
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Oh dear.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
Okay then.
You can trust Hui, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Alright then.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
Oh? I am always ready to learn.
Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Indeed we shall. Spirit Thief. Well, we gained it. Oh, Dawnstar wishes to speak. Hold on first. That. Okay, let me take a look here. Spirit Thief. Does direct damage in Chi Strike mode. Spirit Thief's power attack inflicts damage but does not drain Chi in Chi Strike mode. Those most adept at manipulating Chi find that even the spiritual energy of others is within their grasp. The strikes and forms of the Spirit Thief style enable practitioners to tap an enemy's vital energies and refill their own reserves. While the techniques of this style do no physical damage to its victims without being charged with the user's chi, those who face a Spirit Thief master find themselves without the resolve to put their hearts into the fight. Okay, that could be useful, but we may try it at some point. For now, Dawnstar, you wish to speak.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in how you are.
No, strain...
Okay, I guess we don't have anything. What about our other companion? Okay, I don't care about the one style point. What about our other companion?
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Anything to say?
Yet,
I want to know what you and Hui were talking about.
nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus assassins.
I'm curious. I want to know more about this child she mentioned.
It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. A far less surprising turn than what Hui said about your Master Li.
She confirmed that he is the Emperor's brother.
I know Hui to be a truthful and honorable person. Much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable.
Why is it unthinkable? He is a man like any other.
No, he is not. He is Empress on high. He is as close to the heavens as a mortal can be. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you.
I'll note that. I appreciate your help, even if you give it reluctantly.
You will need more than my help.
Excuse
Just
me.
try not to endanger your companions. They are not to blame for what your destiny mandates. Now, is there anything else?
I want to talk about you some more. You seem agitated.
I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings. When trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master, you tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known.
If anyone is drawn to my cause, I'll do my best not to endanger them.
Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. You tried your best, but death consumed the nation anyway. Sorry. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends.
Want to talk about you?
I have said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I decide my next action.
Very well. I suppose
Goodbye,
that is
then.
all. Let's take
Together we
Dawnstar.
cannot fail.
Still nothing to
Is
say?
there any...
I don't believe so.
Be...
Alright. I think I can just read this book stand for a sec. The Shadow in the Trees. Travelers in the Great Southern Forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomena. Aside from the hospitality of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness, and the verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures unlike any seen anywhere else in the Empire. The strangest tales are those of a shadow among the trees that seems to follow visitors to the forest. Philosophers hoping to reflect on the peace of the forest often report feeling watched, and patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting among the trees. Despite the apparently otherworldly nature of this figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysteries of the forest. Interesting. Well, we'll investigate the tea house eventually, though it seems there are other things around here to investigate. But we'll do that in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Jin and Dawnstar. This has been a Let's Play of Jade Empire, and I shall see you all next time.